Hey guys, this is Angelina. Welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do a little reaction video of the Queen Charlotte teaser trailer. I got to go to the virtual event. I did sign up for that to see the trailer as it dropped. It was 7 a.m. here in California time, so I kind of look like a deranged raccoon at that time of day because that's just way too early for my standards. I genuinely wanted to record my live reaction. I look like I got hit by a semi-truck, so I didn't record anything. But I haven't seen the trailer since then. I've only seen it that one time, so I'm gonna do this again and I'm gonna let you guys see my reactions to it because I feel a little more lucid and I feel like I'll have more coherent thoughts to give. So we're gonna do it right now. May 4th.
Your Majesty.
Hello,
You
Charlotte.
just see hand touches, they just
I'm
hit
George.
different. Oh my gosh. Their story is gonna break our hearts, I just know it.
Your marriage is the business of this country. This cannot go wrong. You are the first of your kind. You must secure your position.
Oh. Ooh. That's really good.
This is my home.
Oh my
I am
gosh.
queen.
She is so regal. I cannot wait. I am gonna save the date, you best believe it. Okay, so I think I'm also gonna insert certain snippets from the interviews that I got to see today in the virtual events. Maybe you weren't there and you want to know what happened, so you can get a little taster test of that.
And yeah, lots of different people that look like society now, which is great. So I was like, hell yeah, sign me up to watch this, and then even to think now to even be a part of it is wild. Yeah, I'd binged watched I think like the rest of the world, the first series, and then rewatched it again when I found out, and then season 2 came out when we were filming, so rewatched that and then rewatched that and then rewatched it. Yeah.
I'm actually interested in that question for the two of you as well. Had you also watched, not to make it awkward because obviously Shama's right there, okay? So if you hadn't watched it, it's a bit awkward. But were you familiar with Bridgerton and Queen Charlotte also?
I think our answer's the same, and no, somehow it had escaped us.
Oh, I feel awkward for saying that.
No, yeah, I'm gonna get ousted now. But no, I think yeah, we were both the same, and then throughout the audition process, I actually binged it. Yeah, all my friends are huge fans, so it wasn't hard to find encouragement to do so.
Yeah, exactly the same. I mean, my mom and sister were massive fans, and I was kind of like hiding away in my room, hearing the classical music, but not really knowing what it went with. And then after the audition, I don't know, I felt like I couldn't watch it even more after I auditioned, because I was like, I don't want to get my hopes up. I don't want to get too consumed. And then when it looked like it was going to be a go, then I watched it.
So I'm gonna start with King George. What Corey said in the interview is that he's very nerdy. He's really into like astronomy. I love a nerdy man who can banter, okay? Like I have a weakness. Also, fun fact, he hates fish. Like, I mean, King George hates fish because they asked Corey if he had like anything interesting to say about his character, and like literally he said he hates fish. I thought that was so funny. And I just know that this man is gonna be my new hyperfixation. He just has all the makings of like the perfect Regency man that I can see myself simping over, so I cannot wait for May 4th. I'm counting down the days. Okay, so the next character I'm really excited to see is obviously Lady Danbury. Agatha Danbury just seems like such an interesting character, and it would be really interesting to see how she came about being Lady Danbury. We got little insights into like her past in like the OG Bridgerton series, and I actually picked up on those a little bit because I remember in season 1 she was coaching a young Simon and helping him overcome his stutter, and she said something along the lines of, oh, I used to be anxious when I was in these rooms with other people and I made myself frightening. I don't know why, but that line really stuck with me. So it just alluded to the fact that Lady Danbury had a whole arc that she went through. Like, she wasn't the person she is in the Bridgerton series from the get-go. Like, she had to get there somehow. When she was talking to Kate, she told Kate that I had loved, I had lived. I feel like that was such good dialogue that just gave you a little hint like, oh, she has had a whole life before we got to meet her in Bridgerton. Obviously, I have to talk about the Queen. She seems like such a strong character. It'll be really interesting interesting to see like a younger version of herself, you know, just going through life, making mistakes, learning from them, and then see that progression into the person she has become in the Bridgerton series. And I'm a sucker for tragic love stories, and I know the story of King George and Queen Charlotte is absolutely gonna destroy my heart and like shred it to a million pieces. But I can't wait. And we got like little insights into their whole dynamic in season 1. They're at like the dinner table and he's reminiscing about the past, and then you realize, oh, he's like, he thinks he's in the past, and you see that he has some kind of ailment, and you see like the pained expression on Queen Charlotte. It'll be really interesting to go back and see these scenes after we have like their whole story given to us when Queen Charlotte drops, because we'll just have a whole new outlook on those scenes, because you just could see little fragments of what it was, but we like don't know. And yeah, we're gonna have to wait till May 4th to find out. And God knows I wish it was earlier. They also have like the actors of present day Lady Danbury, Violet, and Queen Charlotte in the series too. I'm trying to figure out what's the timeline that they're gonna delve into from the Bridgerton series. Are they gonna show us scenes from the gap that we have between season 2 and season 3? Or are they gonna like move around within the Bridgerton timeline, show us the time before the start of season 1, or like even between season 1 and season 2? Like, how are they gonna go about that? I'm kind of hoping we see like the OG Bridgerton siblings, the baby versions of them. Oh my gosh, guys, imagine if I see like a baby Anthony. I will lose my mind. My sanity is gonna leave this chat. Also, the fact that we're gonna get a young Violet. I'm wondering if they're gonna show her as a kid with like her family, or are we also gonna see like her falling in love with a young Edmund? The possibilities are just endless, and that's like the wonderful thing about the story. It's not married to like a book, you know, it's its own product. And that must be really fun for the writers, because they can take a lot of creative liberty without having to worry about, oh, I'm gonna upset so many book fans with this. They just don't have to think about that, and they can construct whatever they want. Also, another thing I wanted to talk about is that I've been seeing a lot of online discourse about how they're dealing with racism in the story, and I just wanted to say my perspective on it as a person of color. Honestly, I think it's absolutely okay to have love be the answer. I love a story that says love conquers all at the end of the day, because this is a historical romance that's not historically accurate. I mean, freaking Ariana Grande plays on a string quartet in the show. This is gonna rub people the wrong way, but it's a romance series that's mainly made for entertainment, and I love the fact that actors of color are getting a chance to be in a period drama and see themselves represented on the screen. I think Bridgerton is moving the needle, and I don't want to step on its toes. Like, people are actively trying to make a change for actors of color and people of color in general, and I feel like a lot of online discourse propagates negativity, and I don't want to add to that conversation. I feel like Bridgerton is doing a really good job. I mean, it's not perfect, I know that, everyone knows that, but it's moving the needle, and that's what I feel like we should appreciate more of. So yeah, that was my take on everything. I'm really excited for May 4th, and I hope you all are too. This is where I'm gonna conclude the video. I'll leave all my socials down below in the description box, and if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps me out, and yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.